Good afternoon, evening, night, whenever the hell you're listening to us. This is Drunk Discussions, and we're your hosts. I'm Paul.
And I'm Sean.
And we have a hell of a podcast scheduled for this week. We took some time off, obviously, and we're just trying to get our lives situated. But what better day to start than on college game day? It's back for all you football lovers, and I'm wearing my Penn State jersey for today because we are. But regardless on that, Connery, I've missed you. You've been doing life and everything. I keep getting Snapchats. We talk, kind of daily, but not in depth. What's going on? What's going on in your life, my man?
So caught COVID.
Same.
Yeah,
It's a bitch.
I'm going on 7 days of no work.
Really? I only did 4.
Well, we have a 5-day protocol, and they're like, well, I guess I'm on day 5.
Is it from when you tested? Because they make us. We're a Canadian-owned company, so they make you test. Obviously, if you're negative, they're like, get your ass back to work. But
well, I had 9 employees test positive, so I was like,
that's like a chunk of people in your company, huh?
Yeah, 5 away until everybody's fucking out. So office is on slow mode right now, and just chilling.
So you've been having fun at home, spending time with your daughter? Were you not allowed to be around your daughter, or were you like, fuck it, she's fine?
Yeah, no, I exactly did that. I was like, she's gonna catch it regardless, especially once she starts doing daycare. So I was like,
get her used to it now, I guess. Build up that immune system.
But yeah, she was fine. She had like 2 nights of coughs, and then that was it. She over it. I don't know if she got it because I didn't test her. I was like, I don't even know how to test a baby for COVID.
I was going to say, I bet if you stuck it on their nose, she'd like just sit there and sneeze. Achoo.
Well, I mean, the swab's as big as her nostril. So you're like,
oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's just like a little pea size.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
She's fine, though. She's fine.
Regardless, it's been fun being on COVID and staying, away from work and stuff. But cheers, my boy. And with that being said, let's roll that intro.
1, 2, 3.
I'm a type 2 civilization hipster.
Jesus is watching you. You're going to all burn in hell. That's why Antarctica's off limits. It's just a bunch of penguins fucking each other, and it causes a chain reaction. People lose their fucking minds.
Trust me, man, I've seen some shit.
Nice to be in orbit.
Roger, 0G, and I feel fine.
You should probably go get that checked and shove a finger in your bum. You're laughing, but it's already in there.
And we are back. Thank you so much for joining Drunk Discussions podcast. We're actually changing it up a little bit as far as what we talk about.
We're wanting to get back to the funny guys, to the ha-has. That's what we started this for.
No more serious shit. And if it's serious, it has to be
somewhat
ended with a gruesome and or piss your pants joke.
We're going to try. We'll start off with one that's relevant and I thought was funny. So today, something happened, Junior. Today, something happened where the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un met with the president of South Korea, where he crossed the 48th parallel. Now, before that, the cameras are zooming on him, and they have these massive white stairs where he's coming out of his palace or whatever, and he has an entourage. I mean, it's fucking huge. And instead of just going down the middle, this man zigzags, like, down the stairs, right? I'm like, why? But the whole time, the entourage just followed him. So you just see this zigzag of people going down these stairs, and then he trips when he gets to the bottom. And I was dying laughing watching this entire time. But he walks over, shakes this president, saying, "I'm just waiting for him to the president to grab me, like, we have him now. Let's go, start the war." But regardless, it was really funny to see him trip and zigzag on TV. I mean, what better way to start a funny podcast than with North Korea, duh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand how they're still relevant. Like, why does anyone actually take that country seriously?
Because they do have nukes.
Yeah, doesn't mean you have to pay attention to them or show them any interest or televise anything about them.
It's just for our interest to be safe, Japan to be safe, everyone to be quote unquote safe.
Wouldn't it be nice though if we could just block all communications to that country?
So like you woke up, like you had like a little dicky moment and you woke up as Kim Jong-un. What are you doing?
I'd probably post a photo of my dick on Twitter.
And just this little guy just barely popping out like a fucking robin
Little
egg sitting in
turtle
a
head.
nest. Yeah.
So it looks like a mushroom in a cornfield.
Oh, I don't know what I would. I always think of what's that movie with Seth Rogen where they go to
Oh,
like
that
North
movie.
Korea. What is that movie called? Do you remember
The
it?
Dictator.
Is it no?
Oh
It's
no,
not the
it's
dick. No,
The Interview.
The Interview. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you imagine like how many toys do you think that man has in like his garage? Like, you think they have an idea
Like
of
sex
like
toys? Probably it's just a lineup of women. He probably doesn't need sex toys.
he doesn't have an asshole, remember? So he doesn't have to have an exit or
Exactly.
slash entrance
He's a big fan of sounding.
of sounding.
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
No idea what is sounding.
Sounding is well, let's give you a backstory. So if you were to like have, I don't know, gonorrhea or chlamydia, and they take a Q-tip and they down the hole of your cock, some people after they had that happen, they're like, I like how that feels, and they start shoving more and more stuff down there, like fingers and
fingers.
yeah, they stretched
I've
out.
seen like the metal things that guys make. Not guys, I say, but I see the metal things that people make for it. Like there's a dude on TikTok where he's a bladesmith and a metalsmith, and like he'll get kinky orders, and some of them are quite large that are going in there. I didn't know that's what it's called. It's called sounding. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Why is it called sounding? Do they like hit it with a hammer and it vibrates or something? Oh, your face.
I have no idea, Paul.
You're the one that brought it up. Or is it the sounds you make when you're having so much pain?
Yeah, it's the sound of freedom.
I mean, you're the only one that's been pegged. So, like, how is that? Do you make a sound?
Yeah.
Is it screaming with blood-curdling cry?
The sound you make typically is, I feel like I have to shit. That's what you say out loud. Yeah. You're like, oh, I got to poo.
Knowing you.
No, I'm kidding. It's more or less, ouch, ouch, back away, stop it, I'm done, I know how you feel now. That's exactly what you say afterwards.
That's when you just get a strap on that's like a clone of your dick. So then you're just fucking yourself. Is that weird?
I was thinking about getting a clone of Willie.
A clone of Willie for Lauren?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I've seen for yourself. Yeah, fuck Lauren. It's for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the ultimate narcissist.
You could sell a clone your Willie. You'd probably make a killing actually if you did sell a clone your Willie.
All right, chat. How much would you pay for my Willie clone? Let's we'll start up a business.
The starting bid is $50. $50. Do I hear $50? $50 going once? My
grandparents. So I found out something interesting.
I was scared where that was going.
No, they're alive. My grandpa. I found out he's a hard right Republican because I brought up my TikTok. I was like, "Hey," he was like, "So what have you been up to?" Your aunt was saying that you're doing some talks, some like clocking. I was like, "You're talking about TikTok?" And he said, "Yeah, that's what she said." I was like, "Oh, I make videos and get paid for it, yada yada." And he was like, "That's interesting. What do you talk about?" I was like, "Oh, how I'm basically, the Florida man of hating DeSantis." And he was like, "You hate DeSantis?" I was
How
like,
dare you? You
I was
un-American piece of shit.
Not that, but he was like, "I'm disappointed in you. I thought you were raised better." I was like, "Do you even know my dad?" Like, what?
So this is your mom's father?
Nope.
No, wait, what?
Technically, he's a step grandpa. Okay. My actual grandpa, who my grandpa was married to,
fell off the guard tower.
It's my nan. It's my nanny and Grampy.
Yeah.
You met my nan.
Yeah.
So,
this is the Irish one, right?
No, my other grandpa, my actual grandpa. I didn't know him too well. Like he's just kind of an old douche, but he died from a brain aneurysm when I turned 18. So,
that got dark quickly. Damn.
Yeah, I was right there next to him. But what was cool is we got to go hiking.
Well, at least you didn't tell him that you turn on, the gay community on your lives. That's fine. You could have really given him an aneurysm then.
I don't think he cares that much because of how many what do you call them? Grandbabies he has. That
grandchildren?
That are.
How many does he have? That's just you, I thought, right? Or
Well,
your
technically,
kid?
by blood, none. But you got to think all of my siblings,
True.
and let's be honest,
Delaney.
a few of them are
Special.
gay.
Oh.
Well, and yeah, do have special too. Love them all to death. They're all special to me. It's a sibling thing, okay? You're like, oh wow, Sean, you're a piece of shit. No, they're siblings. They're special. Like, surprised like some of them went to college. They're special. They mean the world to me.
I love how I look over and I just see our chat going, it's making my pants tight, Sean.
I'll volunteer for protocol. I'm a team player.
Yeah. You get the first prototype sent in the mail.
Yeah, Jim, I'll send it to you for all the awesome modding you've been doing. But yeah, what were we talking about? Oh,
we were
yes.
talking about
Sounding.
yeah, and sounding, yeah. I'd never heard of that, but speaking of that, that's in sex toys in general. This blew my mind. Facebook Marketplace has yet to cease to amaze me. There was a leather sex swing, custom made for sale on Facebook Marketplace for $75. A friend shared it. I thought it was funny. But in the comments he said that he's had it for 20 years. He sanitizes and washes it and only use it 40 times.
40 times?
40 times. I lost my shit. I started dying. I only used it 40 times in 20 years.
So, what happens 20 times a year? Sorry, 2 times a year. Right? Math.
Is that 2 times? Yeah, math.
2 times a year. Birthdays?
I mean,
who's in the swing?
Birthdays or anniversary. I mean, I don't know. It was a perfect rectangular, like,
was it a guy
leather strip? Yeah, it was a guy selling it.
Okay, so either his wife died, right? I think what it was is she hated the swing. She hates the swing, and she
was never into it, but just did it just for him.
2 times a year, his birthday and probably like an anniversary. Yeah, that's exact. Dude, we're fucking detectives.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. Have you? It's been going around, and you're you like woodworking. I like woodworking. We've done that kind of stuff. I've seen you do your little stuff in your garage over here and there. There's a new trend going now where people are making their own bed frames.
I wasn't sure where this was going after sex toys.
It's still part of it. Bed frames, and they cut out perfect holes, and it slides, so you can like lock your head and hands into your bed frame instead of having chains or anything. The bed frame itself is the actual.
The
restraint.
Guy, the EMT on TikTok, wherever there's like a phallic shaped item that's not meant to be anywhere, he looks at the camera.
Don't do it.
And he's like,
okay, you know who it is, right? So that man, it's not him, but have you ever seen NCIS?
Yes.
He looks like, what is it, Gibbs? Only a fatter version. He looks dead ass. I thought it was him playing an EMT, and like he's just in his character, and he's just like doing these TikToks like, don't do it. Don't do it, or just like no. But yeah, I don't know. I was looking at that bed frame though, and I was like, someday I'll find a woman where this could be fun. I could make that. I could for sure make that. I might sell those things on Facebook. Shit, if there's leather sex swings for sale for $75, I could sell a custom made bed frame for over $250. Out of just pallets or something.
You've got to at least pad the holes.
Oh yeah, no, you have. I mean, unless you're really into like getting punctured by fucking splinters. Or you just got to really sand the absolute shit out of it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can see this going fucking horribly. Imagine if the bed snaps while you're fucking, and next thing you know, you break your fucking neck in that.
Next on A Million Ways to Die.
Brother, we should send that into him. We should send it into him. Is that? I started watching live TV again just to give it a chance. I was like, I haven't watched live TV in fucking 8 years. I can't fucking stand it. How the fuck did we watch TV? Like, I was watching
the commercials. Is that what you're talking about?
I think it was House or something, a rerun of House, and literally it was a minute of show, 4 minutes of fucking commercials just all day. I'm like,
isn't it funny that we like went to streaming to get away from commercials? Like that was the selling point. Like, get rid of your cable. Like you commercial free. We all left cable, and then eventually they all started doing commercials, and then you had to subscribe to their premium, and then to get away from commercials, and then you get their premium or their plus version, and they're still fucking commercials.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
pisses
I
me
can't
off.
do it. I can't do it anymore. And,
And
we got
now,
rid of Netflix for it.
did you?
Yeah,
Netflix, yeah.
I'm
Not a
going
huge
back
fan
to
anymore.
fucking like they're going back, right? They're going back on us. I'm gonna go back on them.
Back to cable.
Pirating. Yep.
Wait, so what was your go-to pirating platform back in the day? Mine was it Pirate Bay? Pirate Bay was the
good.
shit back then.
And then you had
LimeWire for music.
LimeWire. Yep. That was
I
all
never
I used.
Yeah, until you got enough viruses on your computer to absolutely like lock that bitch down.
Yeah, viruses I feel like were a lot more common back in the day.
Oh, we have a lot more protection and malware now that we, help stop that shit,
Yeah.
You just condoming your internet.
They just do my fucking so many condoms.
You doubled up in that bitch.
I was like, oh, I'm starting to access the bad side of the internet now. I was like, a VPN.
So I guess we'll go back to the weird stuff. Here's one of the questions that I thought was I had to ask you. What is the weirdest item you keep by your bed?
The weirdest item I keep by my bed.
Yeah. So you have
would-
a nightstand or anything, a weird item in your nightstand or by your nightstand or on your bed or under your bed. I know people that sleep with weird shit like under their pillow or in between their mattress.
So I have a ball peen hammer in my nightstand and a pocket pussy.
And you use those at the same time or
Yes. So I'm what you call a horny masochist. So I take the ball peen hammer and I hit my knee.
he's the
while
expert
I'm
on
using-
sounding.
I take you caught me. I don't actually use the pocket pussy. I shove it in my peel.
Oh god damn it.
I wonder-
It hurts to think.
Now I'm like kind of it's a side of the internet that why you need a VPN, but I'm curious like what is like the Guinness Book of World Records for dick hole size?
I
I would imagine a banana.
at a certain, width or girth, what would you call that then? It's circumference? No, because it's diameter? I don't know. At a certain length, though, when you go to pee, there's probably no pressure. It just trickles out. It has to. There's got to be no. It's a bigger hole. It's like when you have
Like turning on the faucet.
Yeah, like the faucet. Or
You're
you
like,
have a hose.
Can't just and you just hear it sounds like a running hose. People in the stall next to you are like, what the fuck is
going on? What the fuck is going on? It's just a waterfall.
Softest stream in the world, buddy.
Meanwhile, mine's like a fire hose from the pressure.
What were we talking about?
Weirdest thing near your nightstand. You had a pocket pussy and a ball pin hammer.
I have this imagination that one day I'll be able to use it on an intruder.
The pocket pussy? Get out of here, you thief! You slap him with the fucking
I'm gonna
pussy.
beat you off. Get out of here! I'm gonna beat you off. No, ball peen hammer.
No, see that would be hilarious if you ever got robbed. It'd be like Florida man throws pussy in man's face and hits him with a ball pin hammer.
Fox News would pick that shit up in a heartbeat.
Instantly. Yeah,
DeSantis would come to my door personally. He's like, "You're a fucking true patriot.
You're an American hero, son."
And then I show him the pocket pussy that I beat off my assailant with, and it's black. And he's like, "Oh man, I don't know about this anymore."
So here's my question: is your pocket pussy? Is it just a good old fashioned original one, or do you got like that HD like vibrating sucking 1000?
No, I wish I did, man. That stuff looks amazing. It's
you say that, but I have one, and it's not as amazing as you think, and I'll tell you why.
I'm at the point where I'm in my relationship where she's like, "You need this."
Like, so she's just tired. She's like, "Here, go jerk off into this."
I mean, it's a little too personal, but
yeah. Well, when you're married with a kid, one's got to watch the child, and if mood is the mood. It depends on the timing.
No, it's not that. It's like either I go too long and she's like, I'm tapping out, I'm done. Finish yourself, or now that I'm physically healthy with test. I'm like a 12-year-old boy again. She's like, I'm not fucking you 5 times a day. Oh, not possible.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I was gonna say because like I have one, right? I got one. It was funny. A friend bought me a fucking pocket pussy for a gag gift, and I was like, I'm gonna try this thing. Like hell yeah,
I'm gonna blow a hole in this.
I'm gonna try it, and it's like an electric one, like that simulates a blowjob. But dude, it is the biggest, bulkiest thing, and you have to have it plugged in all the whole time in order to run. And then the worst part, it weighs a shit ton. So what am I gonna do? Just sit there and hold on to it, or am I gonna lean it on a table? Like,
so
it's awkward.
What you do, anyways, you tuck it in the sheets and on the edge of the bed.
Oh, my bed's not tall enough. I'd have to get a weird angle going on.
Do it on your knees.
It's fair. I could do that actually. But then I'm gonna get some rug burn on my knees.
David or your mom just walks in, just sees you fucking the side of your bed.
Yeah, your bed. Yeah.
Just your butt cheeks. It's just like, Mom. The
lights are mattress, Mom.
The lights are flickering because it uses so much power.
And it's a loud son of a bitch, bro. Like, you can't be sneaky with it. It just the whole time. Like, I just take the original part out if I ever use it. But I'll tell you this. You've nutted in one, right?
No.
No?
I was not cleaning that shit up, dude.
It's a pain in the ass. You gotta like pop that bitch inside out, wash it out, clean it. Like, nah. Half the time you don't even want to. It's a pain.
Like, I can tell you this. If I have a pocket pussy, if anyone does, they have it because A, they're either not getting sex enough, or B, they're lazy.
Right.
They're lazy, right? Because they're like, I want to come even faster during masturbation. That's the point of it, right?
Just get her done and over with. Well, you don't edge during yours? You got to edge it, bro.
Nope. 2 minutes, straight to the finish line, go to sleep.
It's the I can't sleep, I need to jerk off movement.
I've been doing it since I was 11. But anyways, what was I saying?
Jerking off since you were 11.
Oh, yeah. No,
it actually brings me into the next question.
If you're lazy, you don't want to fucking clean that shit. You don't. Like you do. Don't get me wrong. You clean it out every time. You don't want to catch something from yourself. That'd be awkward.
When you were 11, is that when you figured out how to do it, or someone told? Like, did you figure it out on your own, or did someone tell you how to do it?
My buddy Tyler, he was like, "Dude, I found out if you touch your pee enough, stuff comes out of it. It feels really good." I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. And then, yeah.
So were you just in there like rolling the dough, or like what were you doing?
Trying to start a fire. Yeah, that was how I first started. And then I did the weird little like cover the microphone with your thumb. I was like,
you popping the head off a dandelion?
No. That's lighting a match, right? That you can't do the lighting a match. You gotta cup the microphone. You cup the microphone and then you do the little swirl. You find out that's a little weird. You're like, that is uncomfortable. And then you find that sweet soft spot underneath the edge of the avalanche. It's freshly packed sweet snow. That's where you hit it at. That's what I found out.
Oh God, that's it's funny how much stuff you find out as a kid from your friends or school, like words. So what was the first swear word you ever said to your mom or father? No, that's a big one here in America. Like, they don't like that. No one likes that word.
To be fair, like my dad, he was like, yeah, he definitely heard that from my mom. It definitely went through his head. But my first word was technically fuck. It was in the car.
Really?
It was fucking damn it. It was because my dad was stuck in traffic. I don't remember this, but this is what he told me. I remember calling them a cunt, and I was like, cunt. But he was swearing in traffic. He was like, fucking damn it, fucking damn it, fucking damn it. And next thing you know, out of the back seat, my mom said, "We heard you say fucking damn it." I was like,
you got me. And it was, were they stern, or was it like, don't you ever say that again? Or is it more like, honey, do you know what this word means? And like break it down for you, or no?
So, Jim, I see your comment. Buddy. And I don't know if this is serious or like as a joke. I'm going to go with joke.
My uncle taught me.
Yeah, talking about jerking off.
Oh, no.
It's like the Tom Segura skit. Daddy, why is yours so much bigger? Well, because I'm hard. And they're in the shower. Here, you want yours to be hard too? Did you watch that newsstand?
I did.
I saw that skit and I was like, Dude just dropped his giant fucking balls on the stage and said, "Here they are. You're not canceling me." And dude's
This is
fucking
good.
blew up even more. I was like,
But
all right.
once you get so big, there's no such thing as bad publicity. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, and
There's
Tom
not.
Segura is known for it. Like he's
Oh, yeah.
almost he could have an island and it could be that type of island. That would probably cancel him, but the comedy would be fresh as shit.
That's terrible.
He was like,
Ugh.
you won't believe who my favorite customer is. That's right, George Bush.
What? Ooh. Yeah, you're right. It's George Bush out of all of them. I don't know. Okay.
All
So,
the Bushes.
so we talking a lot of Bush. He says true story. Oh God. Oh no.
All right,
You
fair
poor,
enough.
you poor man. You.
Hey, at least you
so-
learned early. Hey.
So here's something
Fuck.
that is riding on me all week, and
Your
this
uncle?
yes, no, it was keeping me up. All right, so I can't
Your
fall
uncle?
asleep.
No, I'm
I can't fall asleep. I want to
wasn't
click
sorry.
our sound bar so bad right now, but I'm not doing it. But it was keeping me up all week, right?
Yeah, all week.
So think about this. We, for a long time, go out and purchase an animal, right? That doesn't know us. We just met it. And we will bring this animal into our home and we don't let them leave. We tell them when to go out. We take them where we need to. They don't feed themselves. They don't eat themselves, get their own water, nothing like that. And all the time we're doing this, we don't know if they're happy or not until the end, right? And then until they love us. So technically, we're giving our animals, what is it, Stockholm syndrome. Like, think about that. We're literally giving our animal Stockholm syndrome to love us. And I was sitting here going like, did I make my dog love me? And I'd be, yeah, I was up in the middle of the night, I couldn't sleep. I was like, I made my dog love me.
I mean,
Am I wrong?
you're not
Am I
wrong, but
wrong?
I think you're wrong at the same time.
How so? Tell me how I'm wrong.
Dogs are different. I don't think dogs are. I think other animals like fucking snakes. The snakes don't want to be affectionately loved from the beginning. Puppies do. Right?
Right.
Like puppies, they're like, I'm gonna fucking cuddle the shit out of you. I just came out of this dog pussy. I'm coming up, cuddling next to you. Immediately loves you, loves your scent, gets to know you. Snakes, you kind of have to force your love onto them. You're like, you're only here on this planet because I feed you mice. Dogs would be like, duh, I'm starving to death. I weigh 5 pounds. I'm supposed to be 65. My owner loves
If they're
me.
locked, yeah, if they're locked in, but like if you let a dog out for a little bit of a while, it'd be fine. Like you're in Florida, right? You have animals where people don't want them, they just let them go, and they're thriving. Snakes, alligators, crocodiles, dogs too. Fuck, whatever, and they thrive. But you do that up here in Ohio, like
They die.
you dead,
Yeah.
you done. So you have to love the animal for it to thrive. But you're literally taking it where it knows its mom and dad, and then you're just like, you're coming home with me. I love you. And you feed it. It doesn't get to eat when it wants. You water it, give it water. It doesn't get to drink when it wants. You tell it when to potty. It doesn't get to just go shit when it wants, like it does in the wild. You're literally controlling this animal. It doesn't have to be a dog, cat too. You're controlling this animal to a level where you're forcing it to love you, and then boom, one day it does. You're giving your animal Stockholm syndrome.
Are you saying dogs are super stupid and fall for Stockholm syndrome a little bit faster than other animals?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can believe that. Our dogs love to be taken advantage of. They're like,
Absolutely.
this is my life now.
They're
I'm
like,
gonna be
what,
his
this is
bitch.
actually okay. I don't
Enjoy
have
it.
to work for anything. It's just given to me. So with
Cats,
that
on
being,
the other hand, are assholes that are
right.
incapable of it.
Well, so those are just terrible fucking people,
Yeah.
terrible human beings. But on the other hand, though, like, I guess if you had to be an animal, would it be a dog then? Because like, you're still getting a 50-50 shot. You're either getting a family that loves you or some shitty fucking household, or you're forced to fight. Like what animal would you be if you were like, yo, you had to be an animal tomorrow? Are you wanting to be a wild animal and have to fucking go out there and grind and to survive every day? Or are you like, I'm gonna be a dog or a cat and get to do whatever I want?
Yeah, I'd
Not
be a
really, but
giraffe.
like, I want during the day in a locked house, and well, to an extent.
I'd love to be a giraffe
Why a giraffe?
because I'd be tall as shit, boy.
You'd be high as giraffe pussy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I
So,
don't know if a giraffe that's a big one because you think about that. That's the farthest fall for an animal at birth.
oh,
You could just drop and snap that neck right off the get go. It's like, I get to be a giraffe. Hell yeah, you're done. It's over. You landed wrong.
I wonder what the stats are on giraffes dying from the fall out of their mom's vagina.
I mean,
Do giraffes lay down?
no, that's standing up when they give birth. That's why it's the
Giraffes
farthest fall.
never stop standing?
No, they probably no, actually I think they sleep standing up like horses and fucking shit and cows.
Horses
know.
sleep laying down.
Not all of them. That is not true.
Every
That's
single
not
horse
true.
I've seen has laid down on the ground at one point to fall asleep.
I had a horse that used to sleep standing up. I mean, he'd lay down every once in a while, but he'd sleep standing up. He'd be eating and then like eating his cud and shit, and then all of a sudden he'd just be out. He'd be zonked.
Humans need to learn how to sleep standing up.
My knees can't handle it as it is, Connery. I'd just be locked. I'd wake up on the ground, like, what happened? Oh, you were sleeping standing up, but you lost circulation and you passed out.
What
Even
animal
more
would
so.
you be, Paul? What animal?
If I was gonna be an animal and I was like, you know what, I'm here to thrive and live a life. I know I'm protected to an extent, and I'm also like still an alpha. I'd be an orca whale.
Bro.
Yes,
Just fucking with people's
nothing fucks with an orca whale or their pack, like except for humans. Like nothing fucks with an orca whale. And shit, I can be off the coast of Portugal and be like, eat the rich and sink a boat while I'm at it.
So say you're an orca, you're attacking boats. Whose boat would you attack?
I don't know. I'd find a boat where I'm like, that's pretty damn good size. Hey guys, you ready? And just fucking swarm that thing. Just keep going until you bust a hole in it or something. I don't know. I'd find one. I'd be like, this is the one to do. But I wouldn't
gets
like
busted
eat
into your
people.
boat. It's just an orca cock.
Oh no, and that's a
I feel like orcas are as rapey as dolphins, right?
Well, they're in the same family. That's still a porpoise. It's just a
Are
large
all porpoises
murderous
rapey?
yeah, all of them are. Oh god, yeah. No, they're fucking twisted. They got a massive brain size for what they are. Like they are super smart. We talked about this episode 1, baby. I was all about it. You don't remember that? They're the smartest animal in the ocean. Like in rivals to us at elephants. So those three right there, and I think pigs are just below elephants on intelligence level with the amount of wrinkles in their brain. And actually I think dolphins have more than humans. Right. So like if they were able to eventually evolve, dolphins would rule the world, and there would still be rape and racism.
I just thought about it. The TikTok sound, a smooth brain, no lumpy bumpies or whatever. It's talking about how stupid they are.
You didn't know that?
Nope.
Yeah, they're the dumb ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those dumb fuckers.
You should do one with Gracie because that fits her.
Yeah.
Jim. Or Gigi.
Jim in the chat. A boat with Clarence Thomas on it.
Oh my god. Deep thoughts by Paul Hart, Andy.
Paul Andy. Yeah, the boat was gifted to him though. Don't forget about that. Anyways.
But imagine being deep down, dude. You swimming as a dolphin or something, and you're like, hey, look, a submarine going down.
Oh, next thing you know, you just see a
you hear that?
controller floating to the surface.
Oh yeah. Would you pick it up if you It was. They fucking Atlantis is actually ruled by dolphins. Nothing but porpoise. Is that how you say it in plural? Porpoise or porpoises?
Porpoises.
Porpoises? It's like the platypus thing that we talked about before. Platypi.
Platypi? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it is portapi.
Portapi?
Porpapi?
Porky pie? Oh no.
What's the next question?
Okay. So I'm still laughing at the porky pie.
Might as well just call this one high discussions at this point.
Yeah, literally. Would you rather be the size of a bug or the size of a tree?
I would love to be the size of a bug.
Yeah, you could just fly on a wall. You could hear everything.
It was the size, right? So
yeah, actually, you'd still be small.
I'd like to be the size of a tree.
Really? But then you're fucking massive and you can go nowhere. You have to sleep outside like fucking Clifford the Red Dog.
Barn dominiums are just more important now.
Yeah, but like that's true. It's just way more expensive.
I wonder, like, if you're the size of a tree, do you think you could be drafted?
I guess it depends on what size of it. Like, what tree are we talking? Are we talking like a little spruce? Or are you talking like a redwood? Like, are you fucking couple hundred feet tall, or are you just like 30 foot tall?
Yeah, let's say a spruce, but even a spruce is what, 15, 22 feet around there?
Yeah, young. Like, I think they get up to 30, dude.
Imagine a 30-foot tall person.
Yeah, well, we've talked about the giants before, Connery.
If you go into public, do you think the first question is how's the weather up there? And next is how big is your cock?
I was gonna say the first one is how big is your cock.
Do you think people would crack that joke first? How's the weather
yeah.
up there? Or do you think they'd skip right to how big's your cock?
I know what you would say.
How big's your cock?
Yeah, I know.
I'd be like,
and then,
show me your dick.
Then all the ladies would be like standing there next to it, like, look at it, it's bigger than me.
It's like jerking off a dinosaur. You got to run back and forth.
See, I always wondered that, like, how dinosaur no, like, but like how big was, like, we know how big a whales is and like some of these elephants and shit, like how big was a T-Rex though? And since they were kind of like a bird, it would like come out, it was always in, like you never saw it.
I would imagine it's more,
or was that bitch just dragging?
It's like a mixture between a reptilian bird,
like,
unless the dinosaurs were feathered. They were feathered, weren't they?
Yeah, they're birds. Like, there's a duck with a boner drag weeds.
I don't know. I've never seen a bird's.
And then, because like there's the duck bill, right, which is like a aquatic-ish type dinosaur. Did it have a corkscrew penis, or was
Why
it
do we
just
keep
like
getting back to cocks?
I don't know, because I'm chat. Damn you, dog! You started this shit.
No, I'd be the size of a tree for sure. I don't know if I would want to be a redwood, and I don't know if I would be okay with other people being as tall as a tree. So if everyone's the size of trees, then you're just normal.
You're just normal. But if you're like, but I don't think that's the question. The question is like one or the other. So you're like a one-off.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a bug. How long it takes you to travel places?
You die. Because think about that. Then you get like mauled by a beetle.
Nobody's fucking with a 30-foot tall person. Maybe the government, but that's about it.
Yeah, they're calling you in to fucking stop a fucking,
like, hey, can you catch a nuke that's coming right towards us?
Yeah, you're the new Avenger, bub, is what you are.
I'm Ant-Man.
How tall is Ant-Man? Like, well, think about that. Like, how tall did he? What is that? How tall he was? Like, he got when he went full size, feet. He was 60 feet, not 100 or something.
There's another fucking comic book out there where I can't remember which one it was, where he actually became the size of a Titan.
Really?
Yeah. So, and that's larger than a planet.
Yeah, I mean the Titans were no, because that was Galactus was a. Is that a Titan? No, he's not a Titan. He's a celestial.
Galactus is a celestial. A Titan is sort of like
their offspring.
Nowhere.
No, because that was a celestial as well. It was a skull of a celestial.
It was a Titan.
No, celestial.
Is it celestial?
Because remember, Thanos was a Titan. He was a son of a celestial.
Fucking hell. I don't know.
We're getting nerdy now with it too. Okay, we'll switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
All movies.
Mm-hmm.
What is your go-to movie when you need like a morale boost?
Hercules.
That's a good one. I didn't even think of that, actually. That was fast.
Yeah, well, because my like daughter's
into Disney stuff right now.
No, not yet. For some reason, I can't get her into those right now. She's really liking Scooby-Doo. She liked Encanto. She likes the newer movies where it's a lot of singing. So she likes
the singing, the musical stuff. That makes sense for a child. Like,
she loves music. Yeah,
Hercules is a good one.
But yeah, anyways, like if I was to die, I probably would. If my wife and I were to die in a tragic accident, our kid probably wouldn't go to family. It would probably go to that family because she's a teacher. They're both very well off. Their kids are great. They're awesome.
Family?
People.
What is that family?
What do you mean that family?
You said that. You said they'd go to that family. Is it her side?
No, it's friends that we have down here that are essentially their godparents or her godparents. Nice. Yeah, and he calls me. He's like, "It's Hercules, Hercules, Hercules." Is whenever he sees me, and I call them nieces and nephews now. Like,
that's awesome. I love that. If I was down there, I'd be like, hey, I'll help out, but I ain't. So until you move,
Yeah, my
you'll
daughter
move
being
again.
raised by Paul.
Hey, I could be a good fucking father if I needed to be. I'm the godfather of
The shit you
my
would do
my
and
two
teach my
nie-
child.
No. I can be awesome, and then I'll like kick him in the pool and teach him to swim.
I
I
did.
mean, they just
kinda do
chuck
that.
them in there anyway. I mean, that's what.
what
Have you seen
Lauren.
that?
Well, when we let's stop talking about my kid. I could talk about her all day long. I don't want to be that parent.
So you haven't chucked your child in the pool yet? Come on.
Well, one thing I learned that from having parents who I don't trust sometimes, you want to earn your child's trust, and I let her jump to me at first. I didn't like have Lauren shove her in and I catch her, because you lose trust, and you don't want to lose the trust of your child.
Did she laugh or did she cry when she hit the water?
She was like, whoa, like she's a
It was a
water
rush.
baby.
It was a rush.
She's a water baby. Well, I let her go under, and then I pulled her up to be like, hey, I'm the person you come to if you are struggling, right?
I get it.
And that's part of the swim. We did swim lessons. Like we actually.
So do they have
6 months old? She's been in swim lessons.
We have like aqua or baby knots or something, and like fish places where they're like, it's called like that. I don't know. It's like a baby
this
like
is a
swimming
high school
place. Oh, is that a high school?
Yeah, well, all high schools down here have swimming pools.
I mean, that's what they did when I was doing swim lessons. They like straight up just chucked my ass in the pool, and then they jumped in and then like helped you.
If you go to a school without a swimming pool in Florida, you're ghetto. I meant that in a nice way. Okay? Calm down. It's a joke because you have Sanibel, which their school was up and running in fucking 2 weeks after the Hurricane Ian. They have a massive swimming pool, water slide, but you live on an island.
School. Yeah.
I could technically, my daughter could go to that pool. It's a public school.
It's still there? Because wasn't Sanibel like destroyed during Ian?
With enough money, Paul, you gotta think like Oprah has a house out there type of deal.
Oh, like, really? Okay. This is like her 8th home, right? This isn't her main home.
No, this isn't her main home.
Her main home? Yeah, her main
she's
home.
taking her and The Rock are taking fucking heat right now, and I'm so happy about it.
Why? Did
I
miss
put them in their place. So they made a video saying, we're raising money for the victims of Maui, whereas both The Rock and her house untouched. And well, even though they're a different part of the island, it's just they came out with a video. They're like, we started a fundraiser. So they said I a lot. Like, I started a fundraiser to help raise money for the residents of Maui, and we're donating ourselves $10 million each to the foundation. Right, $10 million. Oprah's worth billions. She donated 0.16%.
She'll make it back in 3 days.
Yeah. And then The Rock, he's worth almost he's just shy of $1 billion. He's like 900 million. And so they're taking a lot of backlash, and I'm happy about that. Like, fucking put the rich in their place. They're so
And they're probably going to make money off of that fundraiser. That's what I'm saying. And they're going to use it as a tax break.
No, what they're going to end up doing is this foundation that they start, they have to hire employees. They're probably going to hire their parents or hire family members or friends, and then just get a write-off and be able to fucking just
and they have
give them
job.
fat paychecks.
Yeah.
And all the money's from coming in it's no longer it's not a nonprofit. So now they can just fucking employ people and keep 70% of the funds.
I always hated that about fundraisers. Like, I don't know if you knew, I think we talked about this before, or maybe you brought it up, that like, if you go to a place and they ask like, hey, do you want to donate this dollar, round up to the next dollar for this fundraiser? It's actually, they already paid that fundraiser. You're reimbursing the company that you're there. So like, you go to McDonald's or you go to like, whatever place, and they're like, hey, would you like to round up for this fundraiser? They already paid, that company already paid the fundraiser. So now you're just reimbursing that company. A majority of the times they actually make more money on the back end from asking people to like donate than they do from what they actually give the original fundraiser.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's
the
fucked.
McDonald's. So actually, out of McDonald's, I get behind McDonald's. McDonald's and Walmart are both major corporations that I don't mind because of what they actually do. Like, you have the Ronald McDonald House where parents can stay out with their kid while their kid's dying from cancer. That's really cool. The Ronald McDonald program, that's really cool. And then Walmart, dude, Yeah, they make a fuck ton of money, but in lower income neighborhoods, those Walmarts are literally what keep people alive and be able to survive. Buy shoes, LeBron James shoes and shit like that.
No. Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James is too expensive. The ones by Shaq. That man has clothed and
the other
shoes more
player.
people. Yeah. The other one, like the greatest center of all time. But either way,
sports.
Yeah, sports ball. Go Penn State.
Goal.
So if you could invent a holiday, what would it be? Like you could invent it. It doesn't have to be about you or whatever, but like if you had a chance to invent a holiday, like the president came to you, like we're gonna make this day a holiday. What do you have?
Here's how you listen, governments. This is my time to share with you a way to handle depopulation. Right?
Oh God!
If you are a country that is recognizing that not enough kids are being born and you're falling behind and your older generation is the largest part of your generation or your population, and there's going to be a massive dying off, China, here's what you do. It's called Climax Day. You get a day off work, paid holiday, where
you have to have sex.
No, you just climax. It's meant to promote sexual healthy well-being, whether it be with a partner or yourself. I guarantee you'd have so many kids being born in 9 months. Like we have hurricane days where hurricane babies.
It's hurricane parties, right? You guys have the hurricane parties.
Yeah. It's not an orgy. Well, I mean, some places it is.
Was Delaney conceived during a hurricane?
No, Delaney was conceived the 15th, or wait, I found out the 15th of December, the 15th of December. So
wasn't that when you guys were here visiting then?
No, I know.
Oh, I was totally like, you got dirty in her mom's house, bro.
So something Tyler and I talked about, Tyler Webb.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Webb. Yeah, maybe it was. You know that was a baby was being made in that cum. You're like, there's no way you're not pregnant. It's a weird feeling when you're trying to have kids. You're like, that is the one. Out of 2 years of trying, I was like, this is the one. That was the one.
Yeah, it was the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, election day holiday.
Erection or election day?
I was immediately, so I'm still in climax day. I thought it was erection day, but no, election day. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone gets off for election day. That would be a good one.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. I was just going to go with the purge at that point. I was like, fuck it. This is like purge day. Do whatever you want. Go ham.
I feel like that's going to, Idiocracy's so fucking close. It's a history documentary at this point. Like
I haven't seen it so long. I might watch that this weekend.
You want to do that tonight?
I'm watching the game. I have people coming over for the game, but afterwards I'm down.
I'll be on.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah. What would you do?
I said I'd probably do the purge for real. Like that's a good idea. People, I'd maybe like make some rules like no murder, but like everything else. Everything else is free game. Actually, no, fuck it, murder. Because like, who would you kill if you were on purge day and you were gonna go balls to the walls? Like, who would it be?
I don't want to end up on a watch list.
Okay, what would you do if you were in a purge and it was a thing? And like, what would you do? Would you just go like rob a fucking like Tiffany Co. or something, or would you just stay at home and lock yourself in?
Public nudity.
Really?
It's easy. I'd tan my taint on my driveway
until you get a spear shoved up your taint.
Okay, in my backyard.
That's fair. Now,
but my side yard, actually, the fenced-in side yard that I have.
That's in Florida. You guys get fucking UVs of like 10 and 11. So like, that's got to be the worst place to get a sunburn.
Sunscreen.
Okay,
your farts sound funny.
This is why I wanted you to have a privacy fence so I could ask you these questions and have you try them out.
I have in my last house.
Yeah. Did you tan? You butt up?
I tan naked. Yeah, I did back then.
Like no, but I mean, did you sprawl it? Like you tan the hole?
Yeah, you don't want that weird tan line in between your legs. It gets weird.
Yeah, but the only one seeing it.
I found out though that you should not have a boner while you're tanning in the sun. It's
why
shadows are weird, dude. It looks like a sundial.
No, I thought you were gonna say like it's really large and then it shrinks and it gets darker. Like my dick's darker than the rest of my body.
It's It's like a sundial, dude. Wife comes outside. What time is it? And you're not wearing anything, of course. And you're like, hold on a second. You got like push it over. 3 past the freckle.
See, mine would always be wrong because I go hang low and to the left.
What time is it? 6?
Yeah, it's always fucking 6 o'clock.
It's in between 6 and 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and more like in between 3 and 6.
Oh, 6 and 9 o'clock.
I still think that's got to be the worst.
Children this episode, by the way. Like,
this is why I love it. I'm having a great time. Honestly, This is great. All right, so the non-sexual. We'll get away from it.
Okay.
What is the strangest thing you have ever eaten?
Not sexual?
Not sexual. Because we know we're gonna say ass and pussy and
that's
fucking
not
everything else
anymore, dude.
It's not. It's average. That's like everybody
there's people
does
that go their first date, they're eating ass, and that's a bit much.
That's
like
trustworthy because you have fucking IBS, and if like, whew.
No, like, could you imagine? Like, Paul, you and I have had a clap on, clap off, right?
Yeah,
we have. Imagine what you would catch from eating ass on the first date.
Oh, and anyways, I eat Skyline chili like a champ.
Yeah, the weirdest thing I've ever eaten would probably be mountain oysters. I mean, it's not really strange, but
well, to everyone else, it is. Like, not everybody's had Rocky Mountain oysters or had.
I've
testicles.
had goat testicles. If you don't know what Rocky Mountain oysters are, by the way, I feel like everyone does at this point.
Bull testicles are Rocky Mountain oysters. Goat testicles are. I don't know. You're the liver king. I don't know.
No, they're not Rocky Mountain. No, they are Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, that's bull testicles.
No, that's goat testicles.
Hold on. I'm
Googling
the shit. No.
All right, you Google that.
I'm Googling that. So that's there's no way.
What's the weirdest thing you've eaten then?
So the weirdest thing I've ever eaten, and this is it's one that I will never forget. So I was in Palermo, Sicily for my birthday. I was 15 years old.
Snails?
And no. I ordered cuttlefish, and I thought it would be like calamari almost, right?
It would wrap around your finger, give you a hug.
No, boy, was I fucking wrong. So they took the eggs cluster and fried them. Almost looked like you got a McDonald's hash brown is what it looked like, patty. I was like, okay. And then you had chopped up cuttlefish, and then they took the ink gland and cut it and poured it over top. So every time you would eat, your mouth was jet black. And I kept smiling and laughing, and you couldn't see my teeth or anything.
You know, they're like, this is the tourist special, and they just make fun of you over there. They're like, look at this fucking idiot. So you ate an egg puck. That's cool.
Okay. Actually, it's funny you say puck. So goat testicles are considered the Canadian specialty, or puck oysters. And Rocky Mountain oysters are the balls or a bull testicle, usually fried.
Oh, mine wasn't.
No, yours probably just cooked and it was sliced up like little circular meat patties. Yeah, same thing.
It's like
that's the puck. So that's the puck. So
it has the texture of Spam, by the way.
I love Spam.
So do I. Spam sandwiches.
Spammy sandwiches? I love me a good Spam sandwich.
Jim, I'm also pantless. Buffalo.
Jim.
Buffalo's good. I love buffalo. Or bison. Bison's better.
Oh, no. I don't know about this one.
What, the question?
Yeah. Okay. What is the worst thing you have ever said to the opposite gender?
All right, we're getting canceled tonight. No.
I said equal rights, equal lefts. No.
Probably get your own fucking door.
What? What does that mean?
I was on a date and she was like, why don't you open the doors for me? And I looked at her. I said, you can open your own fucking door. I just was done because it was she expected Prince fucking Charming out of a book. And it was always those types of questions. And I was like, because I'm romantic. I'll get you flowers. I'll give you a back rub, foot rub, whatever. I'm not a fucking every single door you don't want to touch anymore. Like, no, fuck that.
So you're
not gonna build your immunity too.
What is that called? Not courtesy. Is it?
I'm
courtesy?
realistic.
It's chivalry. You're not a chival guy. You're all about it. Like, you're a strong, independent woman. Open your own shit.
Like, but I am like protective. Like, I'll walk on the inside. of a road. If we're walking down the road, I'm on the or
by the road itself.
by the road itself, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like I'll pick her up and walk her over puddles. I don't care about, getting wet.
Well, you can with your wife now, but some of your exes you could not do that.
Whoa, hey.
Well, maybe now you could. You've been lifting. You're
Yeah.
strong now.
I
You're
mean,
strong, man.
Technically, I mean, there's a few girls I couldn't shoulder press. Don't get me wrong, but like, they were all sweethearts. They had good personalities.
I had something I was gonna say. Oh, so you're on TikTok, mister
Mhm.
TikTok famous. I saw one the other day, and this guy had his phone up while he was picking a girl up a Tinder date for the first time, and they're going out. And he says, she's like, well, where are we going? He's like, oh, it's a surprise. She's like, well, it better be at least 5-star. He's like, oh, you're like bougie like that. Like, what, you have a problem with like Applebee's or something? And she's like, oh, I don't do no fucking Applebee's. And was like getting really mouthy and shit. He's like, okay. And they're like starting to pull away and shit. And she's just going. And he's like, well, like, I mean, I don't really want to pay for a 5-star dinner on first date. And they're like getting into it. And she's like, well, I ain't gonna fucking put out for a first date if you do that. And he's like, okay. He stops. He's like, hey, my tire light's on. Can you check it? And she got all mad. She's like, fine, let me check and see if it's flat. Gets out and he speeds the fuck off. And the comments were hilarious. But I'm sorry, I'm kind of with the guy. He wasn't far from her house. She could walk the fuck back home. Like, if you expect a 5-star dining resort thing going on, honey, no, I got to see if you worth that first.
There's another one. It was like 2 or 3 years ago it was posted, but he's at the restaurant and he is recording the date. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like 3 of her friends show up. And she was like, hey, I hope you don't mind. I invited them, And he was like, okay, it's no longer a date, but maybe we'll all sleep together. No, he didn't say that. I would have definitely cracked that joke to test the waters, though.
Actually, that's a good one, too. I probably would have done the same.
Yeah, but, hey, who's eating ass tonight? No.
And then she's like, oh, you're not paying for all of us?
Yeah,
that's what I saw
was.
That.
Yeah,
I did. What would you have said?
I've been like, yeah, let me go grab my wallet real quick. I think I left it in the car. Left her with the fucking bill.
I would have walked up to the waitress and would have been like, hey, they want me to pay for everyone. This is supposed to be a date. Here's my bill. They can get themselves. And then I'd leave.
There's been a few of friends that are no longer friends that were like that with me. Because I've always been the type of guy, like, if I invite you out, I'm paying for your food. That's
until I tell you to fuck off.
No,
I hate people buying my shit for me. I really don't like it. I hate that shit.
They typically, so eventually got to the point they're like, oh, it's one tab, and I was like, oh, thanks, man. And he was like, I thought you were paying. I was like, you don't expect it from me. You shouldn't expect it from me every time, but most of the time I'll do it. Right.
No, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah,
so,
no.
Yeah, I'll cut them off fast as fuck. I've been cutting a lot of people out of my life recently that have been shitty human beings, and they're just taking advantage of a situation. I'm like, not anymore. I've got a family. Fuck you.
Right.
Grow the fuck up.
I would hope to God. I mean, we've known each other a long fucking time. I would hope to God, if any point I was just being a shitty friend, you would just say something.
I have.
You have. Yeah. No. You have. And I feel like I learned from those things, and it's vice versa. I've had times where I've looked at you and I'm like, hey, you need to like calm the fuck down. You're being an asshole.
Fucking chill pill. Yeah.
You're being a dick. like, but that's why we're so good together as friends, and we'll stand the test of time.
It's like drunk cord when we hop over there. They just say the stupidest outlandish shit, and I go off on them. I'm like, you are. Oh man. Anyways, it becomes a COD lobby at that point.
And those are going to be back this fall. Are you going to do it? Are you going to get the new COD?
Fuck no. Starfield's coming out in 3 days. I'm not playing any other game other than that.
It came out last night.
It comes out the 5th.
Came out last night. Yeah, pre-order, bitch.
Oh, yeah, but you don't get it till the 5th.
No, people are playing it already.
Yeah, influencers. Oh, wait, I guess I am one.
Yeah. Start feeling your nipples right now. I can do.
What do you think I've been doing this entire time? Like, I've literally just been here going like this.
Yeah, well, that's because of the test, bub. Are you don't, that doesn't happen. You don't like accidentally start having coming out, right? That's not a thing.
You want me to squeeze it?
No, like I'm just saying like that. I remember back in the day when they're like, don't do steroids, like you're gonna get tits and then you're gonna start milking. And I was like, I feel like that's the opposite. If you have like estrogen, it would be doing that, not if you had testosterone.
I just know women, when they take it, they get really long labias and clits.
Yeah. Then you just fight with your nose. It's like a sword fight.
Thumb war.
Well, with that being said, thank you everybody for joining Drunkscussions. We just wanted to switch it up a little bit, get back into the love of the comedy, and we got a little vulgar today, but we appreciate you guys, all the love and support. So, like, if you liked this, go ahead and send us an email, and give us more stuff to talk about. We did this in the beginning. We can call you out like we did before. We love questions, and it brings up topics to talk about. So go ahead and send it to drunkscussions.crew, right? Or Connor, help me. Fucking you have it. I don't even remember.
Drunkscussion.crew@gmail.com.
I
It's
was close.
DRUNKSCUSSION.crew. CREW@gmail.com. And be sure to practice safe sex, everyone. And nowadays, I would recommend bringing a dental dam along with your condom if you're planning on eating ass on the first date.
And everyone spade and neuter your dogs. What is it, Barker? It was Bob Barker that used to do that after every Price is Right. Spade and neuter your dogs.
Oh, and rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, that's right. That just happened. I forgot about that.
Dude, if you're a parrot head, I don't like you.
But Jimmy
You're
Buffett,
the equivalent of a
the
Swiftie.
Margarita. It's Margaritaville that he had, right? Yeah. Well, whatever.
He's building one on Fort Myers Beach.
Well, no, he's not anymore. With that being said,
Peace.
No, he's not anymore.